Welcome everybody. I've had a busy day, so I'm looking forward to slipping into stillness with you in a second here. This is the public visual satsang. I'm Christina Merkley. I'm just going to share a slide super quick just to kick us off. And in the pre-recording, I went over some of the ground rules and the various things here. So we should be all set to go. This is number 45. And we start with 10 minutes of meditation. So just an opportunity to really take some time out of our busy days. If it's safe for you to do so, I know Kareen's driving, so it's not. But I often find even if I'm not able to participate in the eyes closed meditation, it's just really nice to be around a group of people meditating, right? You'll pick up on the vibe anyway. So we will slip into stillness for 10 minutes, however it works. Sometimes it's not so still, other times it's lovingly so. And after that 10 minutes, I'll just gently pipe up and welcome you back. And is anybody else having a delay? I see something weird happening with me with the video. Not on your end? Okay, might just be on mine. What we'll do after we come back from stillness is sometimes there's reports, which are kind of like abbreviated check-ins. It's reports specifically on what we do here with Satsang, right? So it's on your unfolding inner work, you know, that kind of development, not reports at large. So anything you want to share, maybe you've been here before and there was a piece of work that was done and some stuff unfolded from there. It's nice to give people reports if you care to. And then there's what's called arising. So that's where we get into the now. What is it that's present now? And if you've been to one of these, you'll know each time we gather, we're different because there's a different now. And so we just kind of meet and we see it always somehow unfolds, right? So our agenda gets co-created depending on who comes and what's present. And it can be across the emotional spectrum and across topics, right? And we can even have drastically kind of opposing or polarities in the topics and points of view and opinions, right? There's so much dichotomy going on in the world. This is a place to welcome all of it. And we use those upsets and triggerings or wonderful emotions, whatever it might be on the emotional scale, right, to enter into what is present and meet it. So it's just a way of being conscious with what's going on. Alrighty, so with that, I'm going to stop the slide share here. We go for about 2 hours ish. You're certainly welcome to leave. If you need to leave earlier, just I ask you to put a little note in the chat so I know you're going off fine. And sometimes if we're in the midst of something and whoever I'm working with can go over time, we might do a little bonus time too, so I don't leave somebody hanging midway. Okay, so with that, I'm going to turn off my audio. I'm going to set my timer here and we'll just sit for 10 minutes. Thank you. Okay, welcome, welcome. So returning. It was nice, took a while to meet various layers to have them settle down, but oh, nice to touch into the calmness and stillness that holds everything underneath it all. Now we'll just kind of segue and find our way back to our physical bodies here, still kind of non-physical, given we're meeting online in this way that we do, but kind of the miracles of modern technology. Kareen driving away. It's amazing we can do this. And we'll just see what's oh, hey, you've arrived. Welcome. Yeah, cool. And we'll just see what's present. There may be reports. So if you have a report, anything you want to share about what's been unfolding in your inner work, let me know. And if there's what's arising. So what's kind of coming to Satsang, what's coming to our community or Sangha here today. And depending on what's here, we'll just find our way with an order and if there's a map to use or whatever we end up doing here.
I can go first.
Yeah, please. Okay. Thanks.
It's kind of dark where I'm at. We have a repairman redoing my bathroom downstairs, so there's lots of banging and stuff going on, and they keep asking me questions about what I want,
Yeah.
And so if that happens to come during this couple hours,
We'll know what's going on.
it's possible, but I've had to find a place where the internet worked upstairs. So anyway, and as far as reports go, I had a friend of mine this week who has been saying for many months that she wants to get together, and she always found a reason not to. And now she wants to do it again, and I'm like hesitant to believe she really does. So what she asked me is please bring my creative stuff with me. And I'm like, I don't know if I have anything that's in her realm of creative. And then I started with my resource book and started to realize I've got a lot more than I realize. I have to remind myself in this physical way. And it's been really good, even if she doesn't, even if we don't get together at all. It was nice to kind of evaluate that things aren't always in the moment, sad. So that's where I'm at today. So that's it.
Thank you. Hello, creative stuff. Yeah, Patricia, go for it. Somehow we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, great. So it's been a while since I've been.
Yeah, nice to see you. Yeah.
And I think one of the ones that we did, it might have been the last one I was at, where I talked about having this vision for living in Portugal. And that is actually happening. I submitted my visa application yesterday, and my daughter, son-in-law, grandson are also going.
Wow.
But what's coming up is that my daughter, who works for a consulting company, the contract she was on, which was supposed to be for 3 years, they've shortened it, and it ends at the end of June. And so income is part of our visa application.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm just like, my stomach is in a jumble. They're telling her they can find her stuff. It's all remote, so it doesn't,
right.
Anywhere, but they're finding her stuff on the West Coast, which would be an 8-hour time difference, where at least where she is now, it's 6 hours, which felt more doable. And so she's thinking, she's like, I don't know if I can do that. So anyway, that's where I'm at. It's just
lots of logistics. Yeah.
Logistics and just the worry, like we've come so close. And
okay, we can totally help meet that and see what unfolds. Okay, I'll put it.
I need to leave it at in 1 hour. I have to.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll probably put you up first. Okay. Thanks, Patricia. I'll just see what else is present and see what we're working with agenda wise.
I'll share that I felt really expanded after the last session, and of course I wanted to cling to that.
It's nice when it lasts.
It wouldn't last. I did notice a lot of I have some probate things that are emotionally charged. They came together very well and very easily, and I didn't have a lot of emotions at the time, but I was aware of a pattern where my body would kind of shut down. Like things would be fine. It would be easy, like an unexpected, would just be unexpectedly easy. But internally my body was like, no. And then I would, either just have to watch lots of stupid shows for a long time or eat a lot of carbs or
chill yourself out.
Right, like that. And I also had a very huge creative burst around packaging some pieces in my business. And that was really I dove into that full force. I got some synchronistic access to some very high level training. And it's a really big breakthrough. And then again, my internal kind of we're done, in the same type of pattern.
Okay. Yeah, something kind of shutting you down, huh?
Exactly. And I have a sense, money is up for me too. I have a sense that maybe I'm reaching an upper limit of sorts. I'm not quite sure.
Somebody inside is uncomfortable. Yeah.
And and also it could be like a natural cycle. So I feel like right before I was called to do the last satsang, maybe that was
That's the mind. The mind's trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Right.
Understandably. Is it a cycle? Is it upper limits? Is it this? I don't know. We'll see when we meet it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I synchronistically was called to do a family constellation that was super, super powerful. So lots of.
And you had that happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
How long ago was that ish?
A week ago.
Okay. Yeah. Normally that's enough time for that to start to sink in and ripple effects start to happen. Wow. You're doing a lot.
Again, all synchronistic. Like it was just kind of like happened and felt very right. And it was super powerful.
Great. Yeah. It's a powerful method. Sometimes we do them here. Yeah. Thanks, Andy. Anybody else? Not necessary, but if you care to, just unmute.
Yep, I'm happy to share.
Okay.
I think last time I shared that I was moving into a new studio space, and a few months ago, or actually about 6 months ago, I had this thought that May 1st I'll be ready. And when the landlord called and said a studio space came up, and oh, and by the way, it's available May 1st, I was like, well, I have to take it now. So I took it, and I'm moving in. I'm like on day 3. It'll probably take me 3 or 4 more days to get things sorted out, and then I'll be in the space ready to teach and do some other things. And I'm really excited about stepping into it. And I feel like, and I don't know if this is also an upper limit problem, but I feel like everything is going really, really, really well. And I want to keep receiving that really, really wellness and not resist in any way. And I feel like I'm doing all the right things, going with that flow and really taking things at a, like whenever something comes up that's different from me, I'm like, how am I gonna respond to this rather than having patterns of reaction or whatever. So everything's gone really, really smooth, and I just feel really good about it. And I have that feeling of, is the shoe going to drop?
That's exactly the phrase I was going to use.
Yeah. Or can I keep embracing this to the point where I'm literally manifesting anything I want? And so that's where I am. It's a good place to be. Yeah.
Interesting, yummy stuff. Yep. Thanks, Heather. We got lots of good stuff to work with here, a wide variety. Yeah. Going once, going twice.
I can try to jump in. I'm not familiar with Satsangs, but this one just spoke to me. I've definitely been creating a lot of change for myself. I feel like there was a fear of, I don't know, just leaving my comfort zone that really held me back for a bit. And now that I've stepped professionally into change, there's definitely a lot of fear still coming up for me. And I wouldn't know how to elaborate on that further.
That's good. You gave me enough fear. Boom. That's the entry door right there.
That's great.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you all.
You too. Yeah, I just got goosey bumps, which is always like, okay, we're starting to move into things. Yeah. Now, I work visually, and because I do, it can slow things down a little bit, which is often good, but often not so good if I have multiple people to work with. So what I can always do to make sure I get everybody who's brought things forth is actually drop the visuals and just work things auditorily, as well as all the other things. So we may do that near the end if need be, or we'll just slip into bonus time and keep going with the visuals. Okay, I think I've heard from everybody. Yay, everybody checked in. Okay, so I'm going to start with Patricia because you said you're going to leave. And Andy, you had said you were going to leave at some point too, right? So maybe I'll put you second up. And so let me just write my order here. Patricia's going to be 1, Andy's going to be 2. And your 2 seem to be going together too. And then I think I'll do either, we'll see how it goes. Corinne and then Heather maybe, or we might flip-flop those. I'll just see.
I think I might be able to cross-process with what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what happens. I think there's a lot of overlay for sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, with that, I'm feeling a lot of inquiry. So we may just do inquiry all day. We'll see. It may shift on us too as we go, but I think that's a place to start with Patricia, because worry, right? So we're hearing some of the big ones in the human experience that often come to satsang. So we're definitely going to meet worry as your portal, and shutdown is there. Andy's got shutdown going on, and then we've got fear, right? So these are some of the big things us as human beings encounter and often do all sorts of interesting things to avoid. So we're gonna go meet them. Okay, I'm gonna bring up my drawing tablet here. I was just doing something earlier which you're gonna see for a quick flash. And then I'll bring up a blank sheet of paper. I was checking out a new online platform, so I was doing a presentation with them. Let's see. I do have a template now for inquiry, so I think I'm gonna head over there. I can do it just from blank paper, which I might do with some of the others, but let me start with the template. Okay. Move some doodads around here, add some layers. Get some stuff out of the way, and then we'll be good to go. Now, most of you have seen this template. Oh, maybe not, because I only kind of debuted it last time. It's got a very simple flow to it. Just looking for my stylus. Did you fall on the floor somewhere? There it is. Okay. So we just start. So Patricia, I'm going to put your name in here. We got our good old date. Oh, I updated this. I don't have the updated one. I must have grabbed the wrong one. Oh, well, we'll use this one. Now, you gave me a bit of a preamble here, so I'm just going to write this, right? Preamble, check-in. And there were other nuances here, but really we're starting with worry, right? And we've got all these kind of logistics, a lot of juggling of the various balls up in the air, and timing, and other people involved, and bureaucracy and countries, and lots of deep empathy. Having done moving myself from different countries, I have a deep knowledge of what that can be like. Yeah. So with inquiry, we often just meet what's present. So I'm going to be nattering off various phrases, and you just kind of let those waft over you, and they will interact with your field, which we have different aspects of ourself, body, mind aspects, and consciousness at large. So you're going to be reporting back to me how these things impact you and your energetic and your field. Anything goes. Sometimes things will unfold. Sometimes you'll hit some blocks and some resistance. I call them yeah buts. So whatever happens is okay. It's just, it happens in layers. So you're going to be letting me know now what's happening, right? And I'll be doodling that out as we go along. So you're meeting worry. So, and all of us can parallel process along too. You might have a lot of similarities to what Patricia has going on, or maybe just somewhat, right? So it's okay to, whatever kind of interactions are happening with you, with the person who's processing. We often can get a lot of double duty out of this. That's why it's great to do in a group. So Patricia, let's meet worry. And all of us can kind of meet worry. Ooh, hello worry, as it kind of comes into our field. And the biggest thing of all is just welcoming it. So hello worry, you are welcome here. Often we don't do that, we do the opposite. So it's here, we might as well welcome it. So hello worry, you are welcome here. Just see what happens as you welcome it. And you might even want to even push that a little more and give it some sort of gift. A classic gift would be something like flowers, or I don't know, goodies of choice. But just coming at it with kindness. even if that's not even if it seems fake or weird to say those words. What happens when you bring a stance of, hello, you're welcome here? Anything you notice?
I mean, it's there. um, it maybe feels a little less jagged.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So we're just going to agree with that. Oh, hello. And oh, you've become less jagged, right? So first off, there's jagged. So there's probably a no thank you to something being jagged, right? It's kind of rough. And so just, no, you're right. You're right. We don't like jagged. That doesn't feel so great. And then less jagged, a softening a jagged, there's probably a yes, right? There's preferences to this stuff. So there's a yes preference for less jagged. And maybe there's even a flip word. If it's not as jagged, what is it?
Smoother.
Yeah, smooth. So we're just going to really welcome, oh, hello, smooth. Yes, please. You're welcome here. And then just seeing what's happening, getting a text or something going on. So communication and mm-hmm. That's part of it though. When you enter in the field, different things get attracted. So I'm just going to draw in the cell phone too, because that's going on.
I'm noticing my breathing is getting easier.
Okay, yes, please to that. Yeah. Easier breathing. Yes, please. We like that. And just inviting that, hey, you can take up more space if you like. There's more space here now. You can breathe into it. Giving it a little invitation. You are welcome here. Easier breathing. Just anything that unfolds, no rush, plenty of time.
I'm noticing that I'm hungry.
Yeah, now the body's like, oh, wait a second, I got a body here. Hello, hunger, you're welcome here. Oh yeah, there's a body attached to this. And just agree with it. Yeah, we're hungry. I've been caught up in all this stuff. I haven't really been paying attention. I haven't been feeding my body here. What happens is you meet that hunger and agree with it.
I'm feeling like I feel like the the focus is moving into my mind more.
Yeah. Okay, great. Then we want to welcome mind. I just do a little squiggly like for a brain here, right? So here's that mind up there and that cranium. So you're just welcoming that mind. Oh, hello, mind. And the cognitive's kind of coming on. And thank it, because most of us have pretty highly developed minds, sometimes a little overly so, but they so serve us, right? Minds have a big heart because they're often trying to figure everything out for us, and probably in this situation, right? Your mind's just been like, right? Trying to track it all and sort it all. And so do a little like, aw, baby, aw, you poor baby. Like, thank you for working so hard. And then also there might be a little, psst, you don't have to work so hard. Would you like to drop a little bit of that? It might want to, or might have a yeah, but just see what happens as you invite it to maybe put some of that down.
Yeah, it kind of is. I think it's in a yeah, but because it's like, yeah, but it doesn't feel as jagged as it did before.
Okay, so yeah, so it's like I can keep going now because I'm not so jaggedy. I'm okay. I'm refreshed. Yeah. We'll just tell that that's wise because it's true. It's noticed that, and that did happen. And so So just, what's its pleasure? What's its pleasure? Hey, mine, what's your pleasure? What's your true pleasure?
True pleasure would be peace and calm.
Yeah. That's its longing. Yeah. So just agree with that. Oh, yes, please. Good idea. Hey, wouldn't it be nice to, in this particular situation and probably at large, to bring more peace and calm to the cognitive, right? To the way the mind tends to be. Good idea, mind. And so let's just invite, hello, peace and calm. You are welcome here. And even invite them to stretch out. We'll just see what happens. Because some spaces happen, and we're just going to remind it. Sometimes consciousness forgets. So just remind it, you can take up more space here if you like. There's room for you. And how does peace and calm react to that invitation?
It's welcoming it.
Oh, good news. Yes, please. Yes, you are welcome here. Come on in, stretch out. There's room for you. You're not too big. There's plenty of space here. Your bigness is welcomed. And just remind it too that it's not limited by the confines of the body. The mind can actually be peaceful and calm. It can stretch out beyond the skull and the body, this peace and calm, right? Peace and calm's a big essence. And so it doesn't just have to be crammed in. It can actually go around the body too and just stretch out really, really big. And also it's like, yes, please, because so many people right now are not peaceful and calm. So you're actually transmitting, right?
Mm. That was helpful because the breathing was wanting to get panicked again.
Yeah, because it's a little too tight probably. So yeah, so it's like,
relaxed it a bit.
Okay, good. Yes, please. You can get bigger. There's lots of space here. Also, probably what's going on, we know there's different layers here because you're involved in this situation you've talked of. So that's personal. And then there's also your group of your family.
Mm-hmm.
And then, there's probably a lot of people around the world who are in your same boat. There's a lot of moving and migrating and all this, paperwork hassles and logistical hassles going on in the larger field, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not just you, and you being empathic are picking up a lot of this.
And there's a sense of, just the lack of control on all those levels.
Yeah. So now here comes control. Control's coming. Whoa, control is coming to Satsang. So through the form of you, we're going to welcome control. There's yours, and there's, again, group and collective, right? So it's a biggie. So I just kind of feel these things often like these big monoliths, right? Like the big stone, boom. Have so much weight to them. So you'll feel it however you feel it. Same for everybody else meeting control as well. And same thing, just like you did at the beginning with worry, now you're going to do the same thing with control and just say, oh, hello, you are welcome here. My old friend, you might have control and loss of control, right? There's a desire for control. Very understandable human desire with long history within yourself and within all of us. So just notice what happens as you meet control and kind of stand in front of it as opposed to any other options. Just standing in front of it and breathing calmly and deeply to the best of your ability. Hello, control. And maybe even giving it some gift. Give it a flower or something. Anything that comes to mind that feels welcoming and feels respectful, honoring. Often we don't like our control, but It
It does
serves
feel
us
like
well.
it's softening.
Yes, please. Good idea. Yes, please. That's what happens when we meet things with respect. And just see what happens as you're meeting control and it's softening and you're just agreeing with that. There's a yes, please to that. Yes, please. Good idea. We like that softening of control, trying to manage it all.
Just feels like everything is kind of blurring
Yes, please.
and smoothing.
Yes, excellent. Just keep going with that. Yes, please. Thank you too, because you're interacting with consciousness within you and within all of us, and it's blurring this control stuff and it's starting to soften. So it's medicine, right? It's just like awesome for you, awesome for the whole collective. Yes, please. By all means, keep going. And now what happens?
I'm starting to get imagery now.
Yeah. What do you
Like,
notice?
I see like just a really beautiful sunset over a calm ocean.
Yes, please. So this is it communicating with you. What wonderful imagery to remind you. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Kind of even like physical sensations of,
yep.
I don't know, like a warmth, softness, like floating in kind of warm water.
Yes, please. Yes, go ahead and just float on that warm water.
Now my stomach growled.
Yep. Just inviting more of that. That might be all we need to do, but just inviting it, that warmth to expand and that floating feeling to expand. And then just say to that stomach too, oops, sorry, I've kind of been neglecting you. I'll look after you. Coming soon.
Now it's almost becoming like being in like one of those tanks or something where you have like sensory deprivation.
Nice. So just a yes, please to that. And all those senses kind of going away because they were so heightened not that long ago. And just agreeing we really like that and those vibes that come with it.
Just floating, really.
Yes,
Good.
please. Good idea. Just floating. Now just see, it's probably a natural place to complete, right? So just see as we contemplate you just continuing that on your own. It's good medicine, right? Good medicine for you and good medicine for the world at large right now. Just floating, and calm and relaxed and blurred and smooth, oceanic. Yes, please. Yes, please. Just inviting that to root down or rise up or expand in a million directions. personally and collectively. Just see if there's any parting things that consciousness wants to convey. And since I'm taking notes, I need a title. So see if it's going to flash a title at you. What does it want you to remember? What does it, you know, the mind sometimes like to participate too. So maybe the mind is observing and can come up with a title.
Go with the flow.
Oh yeah, excellent. Yeah. Good idea. Thank you, mind. Perfect. So go with the flow. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, I'll leave you there.
Sounds good. Thank
Go
you.
with the flow and feed the stomach.
Exactly.
I'll send the map to you later. Yeah.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and head out at this
Yeah. Bye-bye.
point. Okay, great. Thanks.
Process and run, huh? Okay. Now, anytime there's a piece of work and you're already doing it in the chat, right? You can say your thanks to the person. Also, if you want to pipe up and just share if you noticed any parallel processing. When we work, sometimes there's a shared theme, right? So when the first person goes and does their work, I can even feel it in my somatic right now. There's kind of this softening or something that happens, right? We'll go to the next person, another layer will happen. Next person, another layer. Yeah, so Heather's saying, I love this visceral experience of cross-processing. And she's dropping off. Oh, we're going to take her off the list. And then total parallel processing. Andy, great. So we're going to go next to you, Andy.
So that was all, like, I processed really deeply.
Yeah.
Along with that.
Excellent. Good. So you're kind of floating right now too.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
We might not have to summon back up, but just see what's here now. It might be different. It's probably moved on you compared to where it was earlier.
Yes.
So just see what's present now.
Yeah. So what's present now is I feel like I've picked up a baton, like to go to the next part of the relay.
Yep. Yeah.
And I do have this palpable, I have a huge sense of expansion. And I have this desire, I have a sensation in my heart. I don't want to call it a pain, but it's an uncomfortable sensation.
Okay.
And I have a push-pull where I want to stay expanded and ignore this sensation. And then part of me wants to get drawn into it almost.
Let's just meet the push-pull. There's both. Let's just meet both first. So we're just going to welcome it, welcoming that push-pull. You're welcome here. Because those kind of polarities will show up in lots of different things. So we're just, oh, hello, yes and no, and push and pull. You're welcome here. Natural, natural. And then just see what happens as you welcome both of them.
So like, I kind of I'm laughing because like I gave them both flowers and they're kind of doing this like dance where they're like, I don't know about you. Like suspicious, like they're suspicious of one another.
Excellent. Okay. You're getting to something here. So we're just going to welcome suspicious. Oh, hello, suspicious. Hello, this dancing around each other, this push-pull. Don't know if I can trust you. Don't know what's going on here. Just welcoming that tendency, natural, natural.
And now part of me, and I don't know which part, wants to just run away.
So we're going to welcome that part. There's something going on that wants to boot out of here, wants to run. So hello, runner. You are welcome here.
And I feel like my mind wants to come in and sort it all out.
Yep. Very good. Our minds normally always show up in this stuff. So I'm just going to draw a big mind up here. And same thing, just little flowers or a big old bouquet of flowers to the mind, because it's always in love, it's always in service, even if it sometimes gets a little carried away. And it's a one-trick pony, right? Cognitive is like one way of learning and figuring things out. So it's just really trying very hard with its cognitive abilities to sort this out for you.
And then part of me is cheering me on because I noticed that before I went into it and did it.
Yay, yay, yeah, witness is catching. Yeah. Okay, so big accolades and big appreciation of the witness and the watching, as opposed to just instantly getting caught by something. Yay. Now come back to the runner. Hello, and this desire to run, and just meet that part, meet that desire to run, that runner.
So I feel like I've got it by its shirt, and it's like cartoony kind of running.
Well, I would suggest let go of its shirt and maybe even run alongside it and just be present with the runner. Look at it. And also it's impressive, right? There's a lot of energy in that. And it just keeps on going. Like maybe even just like, wow, look at you. That's amazing. Whew. And it's also not, it gives us a clue too that it's not necessarily something personal, right? It's something elemental. It's something much bigger than human, because it can just keep on running and running and running. So we're on to an aspect of consciousness here.
Yeah, so now it's like sitting on a rock. I'm sitting to it. And it's tired. It's like shut down.
Ah. So joining it by that rock, and it gets tired and then it shuts down. So kind of a pattern here probably that it goes through. And just be with it. Maybe even put a little arm around it, right? Ah, as you're sitting on that rock, and just be with it there on that rock as it's tired and shut down. And how is it for it?
It's appreciative.
Yeah, probably hasn't had much company.
No, it's like there's a relief of like, I can stop running and it's okay. And there's someone here for me to tell me permission that it's okay to stop running, and it's okay to shut down. It's okay to be here on the rock.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
And there's a sense of like, this is new and unfamiliar, and it's making me, the runner, slightly uncomfortable.
Just agree with that. That's all accurate and wise. It is new and unfamiliar. It hasn't never had anybody at the rock with it before. To have this kind of companionship.
And then
You're right. You're right.
There's a desire to like, do I need to move on, or like, can we chill here for a while?
Yeah, so there's another polarity. And so let's just meet that polarity. There's that chill and move. And that push and pull between them. And just welcoming both of them, and welcoming the tension. And maybe even the aggravation of, might be a little uncomfortable having this two extremes kind of operating at the same time.
Well, it's interesting because it's like the two of us feel very tired, which also feels like shut down a little, like, you know, like, oh, I'm so tired, but.
Just agree with the tired. You're right. You're right. We're both tired. And agree, and inviting some rest. It can put down its burdens. because just like happened earlier with the mind getting a little tired, right, with Patricia, this tension of this chill and move and the runner and everything, you know, it's probably been playing out a long time and it's tired. And you may want to just let it know, back to permission, that it's okay to rest. They can both rest, put down, and thank you for your service. And you can put it down, both of you can put it down. They might have yeah buts because they're probably in place for a reason. There's some sort of coping mechanism or protection or survival or something. So thank them for their service, right? They've been really hard workers for you.
Yeah, they're tucked in now next to
Right.
the rock. Like, go to sleep.
Yeah, rest, sleep, sleep. It's safe. Thank you, thank you. And do they?
They're good with it. Like
Yeah, sometimes they can just go right in. Sometimes they put up a fight. So
you're like, oh,
good. Yeah, fall into that. Go with that. Fall right in.
so I tuck them in, like literally they're tucked in the little space next to the rock. They're sleeping.
Sweet. Yes, please. Yes, please. And just notice what it feels like as they're tucked in and they're out for the count for a little bit here.
It feels a little disorienting.
Yeah, it's weird because you haven't had these ones asleep for a while.
Yeah, it's and I'm a mom, but my kids are older. It's the disorientation, but it's also like, well, what am I going to do now?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't know how to be like this. So just welcoming that aspect, that's what do I do now? Probably check to see if that's the mind. Because mind often has do attached to it.
Yeah, it's a little bit the mind, and it's very light. More of a palpable sensation of disorientation, like a fizzing over here and in my right side, but it does go around me of like, how do I be here? Like a little off, wobbly.
Yeah, because being, you're very used to doing, and here's being. So how do I be here? Instead of that frenetic thing and that old tension, it's gone to rest. Boy, how do I be here? It's going to take a red hot minute. This is pretty new.
Yeah, because even when I'm being like, meditating, I'm still doing.
Yep. Yep. So just agreeing, you're right, you're right. Very valid inquiry, right? So how do I be here? So go a little deeper, go down deeper into the body, maybe into the heart or even into the belly. Because this is not an answer for the mind, right? As the mind comes to rest, it's an aspect to other parts of your being here. So just see if the heart or the belly has anything in response to how do I be here? We're entering their territory.
Yeah, it's like it's time to get even quieter is the message.
Ah, okay.
Listen to us. And there's a sense of like, we're not as rapid fire or as loud.
So flip it. What are they? If they're not so rapid or loud, what are they?
Slower, quieter. There's one more energetic piece. Well, somatic is the word, but really it's an energy, like it's like an energy sense. Like that's what they are. They're like, this is an energy sense, that a knowing, like we're about a knowing without the knowing up here.
Yep, good. So it's giving you clues, right? So it's like energy sense and knowing. So just agree with it. You're right. It's giving you clues to the new territory. And this is being territory. And it's all about energy.
And they're like, get used to this.
Yes, please.
They're
Yes,
kind
please.
of funny about it. They're kind of, like
Cheeky.
cheeky.
Yeah.
Cheeky.
Yeah. Good. How nice to have the fun. Yes, please. Good idea. I should get used to this.
And part of me wants to go away from it, and they're like, nope, 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 nope.
So welcome that part that wants to go away. We have to go there. It's present here. So just welcoming, go away. Oh, hello, you. Thanks for showing. Want to go away. There's that runner a little bit again, some other aspect of it.
Yeah, it wants to climb up. It's so interesting. It wants to climb up, like climb up and out. Right. The runner was, this one is like, I don't want to climb up and out. Like I see, and it's like a little rope, energetic rope. All right, so I'm sitting on the cloud with that part.
Okay, great. Yeah. So sitting there and it's come to rest and you're sitting on the cloud with it.
It's a little miffed. This part's a little miffed.
So welcome the miffed and just noticing what that's about. Hello, miffed. You're welcome here. We can trust that there's something going on with this miffed. There was something it was doing, right? So it's a little miffed to be stopped out of its usual.
Yeah, it's like you never paid attention. You never pay attention to me. And it's very childlike. It's like a pouty child.
Okay, so letting it have its miff and pout. And apologize. Sorry.
Like, I don't take sorries. That's a family thing that my brother used to say when he was little. So. But it does, like, it needs a little time.
Yeah, give it time. You might also, it was trying to do something, this whole climbing out of stuff, right? And it's miffing and pouting because you're interrupting its pattern. And see if it has anything to say about what it was doing. What was the role it was providing for you? It might have got a little out of hand, but there was something original there. So what was its original face? What was it originally attempting to do for you?
Well, it said it was climbing out of there because it's scary there. Scary to be in the body.
Oh, wow. Scary to be in the body.
Yeah. And,
yes.
And I have a mind take on this because when the energy in my body can be palpable and uncomfortable all through my life since I was little.
Yeah. So you disembody.
Yeah.
Disassociate. Yeah. So thank it for that because it's been protecting you, right? If was scary to be in the body, then it's figured out a brilliant way. So you're not scared. It gets you the heck out of there. So just thank it for its service over time, right? This has probably been around for a long time with you. Maybe it's even ancestral or something too.
Yeah, I just said you did a good job.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
However, it's had ramifications, right? It's depleted you. And you're wanting to get back into your body in a new way. So just kind of, it already knows, but just explaining to that and trying to communicate to it who you are now and what you're doing now. And if it has any yeah buts, we have to figure out how we can make this okay for it.
Yeah, it's very concerned that it will be painful.
Oh. Well, agree with it. Nobody likes pain.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We definitely don't want painful. So what's the opposite of painful? That's the real longing in here.
Joyful.
Yeah.
Joyful.
Okay. So just tell it, you're right, you're right. We prefer no pain either. We're looking for joy here. How would it be if we could be more joyful? It wouldn't be so scary.
Yeah, super excited about that.
Okay, so it's okay with the embodiment and going back into the body if it could be more joyful things it felt as opposed to painful things.
Mhm. And it's actually kind of transformed a little bit to be more of a baby, like an infant, as opposed
Mm-hmm.
to.
Mm-hmm. And so just that infant, that baby, just welcoming her, assuming it's a her, but you tell me.
Yeah.
Hello, hello, you're welcome here, little one. Aw, come here. Might have been the last time you were embodied, right? It might have
Yeah.
been back there. She scooted out.
Yeah. I think you're right.
And so your now intelligence, just take her by the hand. I'm here. It's safe. Come on out. There's much more joy here. Yes, there may be hard times, but I can look after you. I can tuck you away as you would a toddler, right? You don't leave it. You try to comfort and protect a toddler as much as possible. And she doesn't have to handle all the adult stuff like business and parenting and living in the world right now with all its kookiness. She just gets to be a kid, and she gets to be in her body and doing joyful, fun things. You really protect her.
She's like, who will do that? Like there's this palpable little sense of like, how will
Yeah,
that
because she didn't have that before. That was her reality. So you do, the adult you. Yeah. Anything you want to say to her? How would you explain the who?
It's like I got this. I'm a grown up, and this is what grown ups do. And grown ups have a bigger capacity to handle pain. What's ouchy to you, a big ouchie to you, isn't a super big ouchie to me.
How does she respond?
She is perplexed.
Yeah, yeah. She's never
How
encountered
is
this
that
before, huh?
possible? Look, there's the head turning of like, how could that be? I don't get that. But willing. There's a willingness, like,
Mhm.
oh, huh.
And would she be willing to give you a go as you being the adult on the scene?
Yes, it's her concern is a little bit more of like, can I go play on the swing set over there?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, is everything going to be okay if I go play?
Oh, good.
Like,
Yeah. What do you
that's,
say to her? What do you say to her? That's a
yeah,
very, yes, I
yeah.
got it.
Go,
I'm
go.
capable. I'm adult. I'm good with money. I'm good with logistics. Kid, you get to go play.
Yeah. So it's very funny because like there's a bunch of looking back. Like
Hmm.
I'm,
Like
I'm
little toddlers do. Yep.
yeah, a very toddler like that. Like, are you really? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
This is your developmental edge, right? This is where she got frozen, so to speak. So, and you just, yep, you can go try. We'll test it out together. Hey, little one, you and me. I got you. Just tell her, I got you. I'm watching. I'm aware. I'm capable. I'm strong. I'm present. You're safe. Go have some fun.
It's very funny because she's going down the slide and then checking it out and then like going up again and
Aw.
checking it out. Like, like
Yes, yes, please. Yeah, yeah. And just being there for her as she does her exploration and she gets to have fun and keeps doing it over and over again and gets to finally be that little kid.
I
And
feel like
shall we?
she
Yep.
needs friends. Like, I don't think she's gonna
Ah,
take her eye off of me until she's
yep. Okay, so invite in friends. Bring some little friends who are also sliding down, woohoo, having fun.
Yeah. And I have
Standing around her, like, come on, come be with us.
I have a vision too of when my own oldest was with a group of 5 friends that as an infant, they grew up, they acted like siblings and that's what's coming up again. These 5 little 2-year-olds were all going down the slide, one after another in a group, which was very like that. Kids don't normally do that at that age. And they had been together for so long that they acted like siblings, and there's that energy.
Yay. So that's consciousness communicating that. And so just see what happens is this group of 5 kind of comes in. She's got all these friends. She's not alone. You're there if she needs you. You're observing, but they're just really having a world onto themselves, playing and having fun.
Yeah.
Have some joy.
They kind of ended up kind of swooping around as energy things, and they're off into the...
Oh, yay. Yes, please. Now just check, this is probably what will end today, that you'll continue to connect with and have unfold, but just see if there's any title for this, anything else that wants to come out at this point in time. Again, medicine for all of us, lots of parallel processing here, and it'll continue to play out, and the 2 of you have this new relationship, and it'll continue to unfold, and she's securely attached with you.
Yeah. So children in the stars.
Ooh, yes, please. Children in the stars?
Yeah, in the stars.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Just gonna get some stars in here.
And interestingly enough, my oldest was texting me at the time.
Oh yeah, yeah. He picked up on the kid energy too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do more stars, but you get an idea what's coming. Yeah. Thank you, Andy. Same thing, we'll just kind of check our own somatics and systems as we continue along in satsang, and different people process, different medicines brought into our container. And if there's anything you care to jot in the chat for Andy about that work, and anything that's going on parallel processing, and I'll just keep going down my list. Now, Corinne or Corinne, I'm not sure how to pronounce. So you please correct me. And let's get you unmuted.
Yeah. It's Corinne. I was actually jotting a message to Andy, but I've lost it now. Yeah, I just wanted to thank you, Andy. My inner child really enjoyed that journey. Just thanks for sharing with us.
And then we'll just enter in, we'll just kind of piggybacking here. So I'm going to stop the share, take a quick look. Yes, we're seeing the welcoming and the parallel processing and the thanks happening in chat. Yay. And Corinne, do we go right in? Shall we see what's present for you and then do an inquiry with you?
Sure.
Yeah, brave woman. Yes.
It's a nice, small, safe circle.
Yes, it's a nice small group today. Yeah, let me just screen share. I'll come back. Let's see, right here. I think we'll do the same thing. I'm just going to go grab my template. I'll do a new. Oops, something's flashing away. Is your guys' screen going crazy? Is it just mine? Let's see, self-inquiry, go here, we'll go here. Okay, it should settle into this, there. I'll do the other orientation instead of the sideways. We'll just go up and down with this one. We'll try the other one. Okay, so same thing, you just kind of breathe into, and we'll just see who you are now, right? So it might be the same. Initially it was fear. It may still be fear. Or just see what's present now after you've had the benefit of 2 other processing sessions. So we'll see where you've moved to.
Yeah. I feel really resistant.
Yeah, okay, that's a good place to start. Hello, resistance. Yes. Yes, we can't barge our way through that. So let's just meet resistance. And deep, deep bow to resistance. Because resistance is often wisdom, not just, stupid stuff that's in the way. So just deep, deep bow to its wisdom, to its whatever is going on that it's not quite ready to move into things. So just tell it, you are welcome here. Oh, hello, resistance. My old friend, our old friend. Big one known in the human consciousness, right? Big, another big player. Hello, we're inviting all of us, Sangha, holding hands, just inviting resistance in. Just notice, nothing has to happen. Whatever is present, just notice as you welcome resistance.
Yeah, yeah, resistance. Yeah, I think I feel like that sizing.
Sizing, like sizing up sort of thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
It's
very
not
good.
even, I'm like, what gifts do I have to bestow? But it's, yeah, more just, I think, yeah, just
Yeah,
awareness and
good.
presence.
And you're saying think a lot, so that's my clue that mind's in here.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so we need
Always.
to welcome mind, intellect, right? Let's welcome mind, intellect, cognitive, because it's observing and it's like, oh, it's very wise because it's seen that there's gifts in this stuff. So it's trying to figure it out through the head what the gifts are, right? So just thank it for its abilities and thank it for its love, because it always has love. It's trying to help you out and probably has been for a long time, which is good news. And just rest. You don't have to figure it all. There's probably some gifts in here, but there's no pressure.
Yeah, there's, yeah, like if I were to tap into anything that's coming up for me, like it's almost like a wash of, like, I don't know, warmth. I almost feel like, that heat when you're embarrassed, like that flush.
Oh yes, yeah. The little flood and flush. Yeah, let's welcome that. Let's welcome that flush. Hello, flush. Hello, embarrassment. And all those different sensations, they're all welcome here. Just nice and slow, no rush. They're all welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. Being able to, like, yeah, just, yeah, welcome those feelings or sensations that come up. I almost have, yeah, a sense of relief,
Yes, yeah,
or just
that
naming that
shows you did.
elephant.
Yep. Relief, you're welcome here. Come on in. Take up space, relief. And just see what happens from here. Something else might kick in or not, doesn't matter. It all works in layers and it kind of moves on its own intelligence. So we're working with consciousness through the form of you. So just see yes to relief.
Mhm. Yeah, the relief definitely feels a lot more expansive.
Ooh,
I think, yeah.
it even expanded on you. So excellent. It stretched out on its own and started expanding. Yay, yes, please. Keep on going. Good idea.
Mhm. Yeah.
Now I notice the hands, so just because there's energy there, so I just trust the process that I've been brought to your hands. So just say hello to the hands.
Cool.
Yeah, hello hands. Oh, you're getting in on here. You're kind of, I do that a lot with my hands too. So just, they're always in motion. They're always doing various things. So just welcoming the hands.
Yes. Yeah, that almost feels, yeah, like a form of, yeah, just fidgeting or control or
Yeah.
self-soothing.
Okay, good. Let's welcome all of that. So there's fidgeting and there's control and there's soothing, all of it. So just welcome the whole kettle of fish. Fidget and soothe, and then mine probably jumped to, oh, this probably has something to do with control. And
Yes.
and it, you know, it's probably accurate to some extent. So thank you, mind, for analyzing. And you know, often we have P backing. So Patricia brought control. So here it is again. This is our satsang for control. It's coming again through the form of you, right? Because we all can relate to this. So let's just welcome control. Hello, control. That tendency, that desire to control things, to be in control. It's really hard right now because there's so many big things that are outside of our control. Hello, control. You are welcome here. Just see as you welcome it. And you might even try the gift thing, right? Figure out what a gift of honoring is to it. Because it's probably been historically handy to have some control.
Yeah.
Really want it, right? So just honor that historical within you, historical within the family, historical within humanity at large. And what is your gift of honor to control? What gift would you give it?
I think I love that.
Yeah, mind. That's okay, mind. You get on and you tell us your thing.
Yeah. The first thing that's coming up for me is like probably a seat to rest.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So right off the bat, control, the gift is like, here you go. You can rest, sit down. Here's a chair. You want to take a load off.
Yeah.
Good. So just see how it responds to this chair that you presented, this place for it to kind of sit and take a load off. How does it respond to that gift of a chair?
Yeah.
Does it like it? Does it not?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, very similar to, just it's unexpected. It's usually not welcomed.
Right. It's not like pull up a chair. It's normally get the heck out of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of pleasantly surprised or something, or like, whoa, that's unexpected.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe a little wary or something.
Yeah, definitely.
When you change the MO on it, it's like, whoa. So understandable that it would be taken aback a bit. So it's okay. It's okay. Here you go. You're welcome to sit down, take a load off. Thank you for your service. Thank you for working so hard for me. I appreciate you.
Yeah. I feel it coming up again. I also felt it during meditation. Just almost like, I just want to hug.
Yes, please to that.
Yeah.
Yes, please. So go right ahead and hug, right? Like we can hug ourselves too. So just that desire and that wanting and that hugging and comforting. Yes, please. Good idea. Hug is welcome here.
Yes.
And we can actually, the whole Sangha can help hug.
Group hug.
Yeah, exactly. We can do that online too, energetically.
Cool.
It's not as nice as it could be in person, but it can still carry some energy. So feeling that group hug. Yes, please.
Yeah, definitely like feeling tears welling up.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, that comes with it because it's really needed a hug. So just welcoming the tears. You're welcome here. Hello, tears.
Yeah, yeah. Acceptance, like
Nice.
yeah, belonging.
Oh, yes. Excellent. Yes, please. That's like a whopper one for human beings. It's one of the biggest ones in constellation. Hello, belonging. Yes, please. Let's even ask belonging to maybe it's been a little tight or a little constricted or super
Mhm.
alone. So let's invite that to stretch out a little bit. There's space here. You're welcome. You are welcome.
Yeah,
And now belonging can kind of unfurl itself a little bit, maybe a whole lot even.
yeah,
And just invite it to stretch out. There's room for you here, belonging. You don't have to be so tucked away. You can actually stretch out. There's room. There's width.
yeah, yeah. Going with that, it's almost like yeah, taking the mask off or taking off the armor or
Ah, excellent. Goosebumps. Yeah. The mask come down and the armor comes off. Yes, please.
yeah.
Good idea.
And even with that, like I'm already trying to make sense of what that means.
Okay, so that the mind kicks up. So that's
Yeah.
good because it's going to be um, it's not as normal, right? So it understandably wants to understand what that means. And is it safe? I mean, this is all very, very wise for it to check
Mhm.
this stuff out. So of course it's not going to just automatically do it. So just tell it, you're right, you're right.
Yeah.
We don't have to do it, check it out, take your time.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why like visualization is starting to like just being in a forest or like
Oh,
lost in
okay.
a
Okay,
forest.
good. Yep, that's that it works with this, right? So it's showing you the anecdote, which is in a forest, right? So it's
Mhm.
like that sanctuary, that quiet, that safety. Yes, please. Good idea. Yes to that. You can take
Yeah.
down the mask and you can kind of go into the forest and have some quiet time. Nervous system's probably needed this because it's been on overdrive a little or a whole lot, as many of us have during these times. So just welcoming that forest and all that comes with that.
Mhm.
And just see what's happening as you're meeting it and thanking it.
Yeah. Almost like curiosity or
Mm,
creativity.
excellent. Some other heavy hitters are starting to emerge here. Hello, curiosity. You are welcome here. And hello, creativity. You're always welcome here. Out of the forest, out of the naturalness.
Mhm. Yes. Doesn't feel forced. It feels natural.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah. Good news. Yes, please. Natural, natural. We like that. No to forced. Yes, please to natural.
Feel like there's like no expectations here.
Hmm. Yep. If there's not expectations, what is there?
Freedom.
Ah, excellent. Yes, please. And just inviting freedom to stretch out. It too may have been a little cooped up. You're welcome. Stretch out, take more room, expand. Free to be.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. I think yeah. I don't know wants to come forward. Almost like just, yeah, just being within my capabilities.
Ooh,
And
excellent. Yes, please, to my capabilities.
feel
And
like
again,
I've been searching for that.
yeah, so now they're kind of, as you meet all these various layers, bravely so, and you work through the control, and the belonging starts to emerge as curiosity, creativity, natural, and freedom come along. What do you know? There's your capabilities. Yes,
Yeah.
please. Your own unique natural capabilities, your gifts. Yes, please. Yes, please. Hello, hello. You're welcome.
And like just ruminating on my capabilities. Like I know this is something that I've been almost like stuck on. Maybe not stuck, but I feel like
Let's,
this is
I
where a lot
love the
of
word. You just nailed it. So rumination came. So we've got to welcome everything. So rumination, you are welcome here. Because when you tap into capabilities, what's right on its heels is what you've been doing a lot of, ruminating about them. So let's just welcome the rumination. Oh, hello, rumination. There you are. You're right. You're right. That's what I have a pattern. I have a habit. Ruminate, as many of us do, myself included. So boom, right on the heels of capabilities is rumination. Rumination, you are welcome here. Hello, hello, you're here. So you're welcome to Sangha too. Come on in. Offer it a gift of honoring. What's your gift of honoring to rumination?
I don't know, a smile or yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, just giving it a little smile, smiling at it.
Yeah. It's helpful. Yeah. I feel like I'm trying to force things to come through. Yeah, or just like
No, you're actually, what's happening is natural, right? So you're right on it. The smile is a big thing, especially if there's been a frown or a grimace or something, right? Like that's actually a, see, it doesn't matter what I think though. See how rumination responds to your smile at it. How does rumination respond?
yeah, I just, yeah, I'm more capable than uh yeah, just I have been allowing myself to see, and like that's not even coming out right.
Yes, no, I get what you're saying though, because there's more space for it. It's like hello, capability is like, we got some more stuff here. You haven't
Yeah,
really been noticing. The ruminating hasn't made its way over to noticing this.
yeah, I feel like it's been stuffed down or burrowed deep, so it's like I feel like the unpacking feels like like a box of Kleenex that I've just got to pull.
Okay, very good. Yeah, so yes, please to that, to pulling it out, right? And it's been kind of been stuffed in there. So pulling out that out of the box and seeing what's there. Yes, please. And there's a no thank you to stuck and kind of burrowed away.
Yeah.
That there's a no thank you to that. No thanks, not necessary.
Yeah.
And also probably wise at some point in time, right? It may be a coping strategy. It may have allowed you to survive, right? So thank it for its service. It may have been very appropriate at some point in time. Right now, it's kind of causing some problems because you want your capabilities to come out more instead of just ruminating about them. So
Yeah.
just, it's safe. Hey, let's be like a Kleenex box and let's pull it out and see how it responds. It may have a yeah but, or it might be like, oh, okay, pull me on out.
Yeah.
How's it respond? to that invitation to come on out.
It feels like finding like buried treasure or something, like just
Ooh,
something about, you know, the backdrop of this forest that, yeah, it just feels safe. It, yeah,
yes,
that's
please, to that
about
buried
it.
treasure. So that's working with you. It's like open. So yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, look at that. What do you know? We just found the treasure box here. And there's coins and crowns and all sorts of goodies in here. Lots of stash.
Yeah.
The treasure chest.
Mhm.
Good
Yeah.
news. Yes, please.
Feel like, yeah, it's just kind of like this, I don't know, awe type, like I just want to just, yeah, be here and marvel just
Yes,
in this
please.
moment.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yes, please to awe. Yes, please to marveling. Yeah, look at all these beautiful treasures.
I think, yeah, and thinking, you know, like I think it's just so important that it's me here, like just me. I feel like a lot of worth or value that I have been like bringing in has been like from external,
Yes.
like seeking that validation outside of myself. Ooh.
Always nice when we get it, but what's showing now is internal validation. So just welcoming that.
Mm,
Oh, what do you know? It's an inside job. What do you know?
yeah,
There's worth and value, and I can find it here within me within here. Yes, please. And inviting it to stretch out.
mm,
It can take up more room than it's ever taken up before. There's room for it. As this other stuff's kind of settled in and retracted, it makes space. And so the internal worth and value can expand into that space. And it'll know how it wants to do it if it wants to do it. So just it's wise. It has, you have your own intelligence, worth, and value. You can take up more space and just notice if it does, how it does it. It might root down, it might rise up, it might expand out, might do something else. Notice when it's given that free license to take up more space, if it wants to move, how does it move?
yeah. Kind of like slowly and more surely. Another word.
Yes, please. Yes, surely and slowly. Yes, expand, expand.
Mm,
Take your time. It can be luxurious how it unfolds.
mm,
It can stretch out nice and big and take up more, inhabit more room. And remind it too, it can even go beyond your body, right? Because sometimes consciousness gets used to just being in our body. And so the worth and value, it can radiate all within your body and even outside into your subtle energy body and that energetic space around you. And just remind it safe, safe, and it can even be invisible if it needs to be, right? Sometimes when we inhabit space, the visibility thing can throw us for a loop. So it can do whatever it wants. If it wants to stay within and invisible, if it wants to go out and be visible, just remind it safe, safe. It doesn't have to be anything super noticeable or super flashy or anything, right? Because this energetic stuff, it can be there in the field, and that's very powerful. People don't need to necessarily see anything, but they can kind of like, oh, something feels a little different here.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's exactly. I think I came in like with a lot of like constriction, definitely like in my throat and my chest area, and like that is not present anymore. It's almost like it floated off. I don't know, like
Mm-hmm.
butterflies are coming up, but
Oh, yes, please.
just
And
like
what
a
do you
lot of,
notice now? So it's not constricted, it's actually butterflies. It's like,
yeah,
what is that, freedom, or what is that?
yeah,
Butterflies. Hello, you're welcome here.
yeah. It feels a lot lighter, a lot,
Mm,
just
yes, please, to
lighter, like,
lighter.
yeah.
Not that constricted, it's lighter. Yes, please. And just invite that to keep on expanding, right? For worth and value to slowly and surely expand out and unfold through its own intelligence. Safe, and then lighter, with those butterflies flying all around. Lovely. And just see if there's anything else that wants to communicate through the form of you. And then let's go for a title. Maybe the butterflies or something can communicate what the title is for this.
Oh, yeah. 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 Just lighter and brighter. And
Ooh,
yeah.
that's a great title. Lighter
Yeah.
and brighter. Yes, please. Well, there's your first satsang and your first inquiry.
Oh,
Bravo. Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'll follow up with the maps. My assistant Pat will send it to you, and this eventually goes on to the channel, so you'll have an opportunity to have the recording. So
Oh, cool. Thank you.
yeah, my pleasure. I'm sure there's delicious parallel processing abounding in the container. And anybody watching, good. Okay, I'm just going to stop the share here. And we're just about at time, so that'll leave us an opportunity to pass around the mic and see what wants to be said. Parallel processing, lots of comments about that. Me too, I can feel it in my own system with everybody we've had the honor of working with today. So let's just go, Denise, I haven't heard from you, so I'm going to start with you, given we didn't do a piece of work with you, but maybe you're getting worked nonetheless, which often happens, right, by holding the container and being the witness. Anything you want to share about what came to satsang today?
I gotta say this last one, before Chris started, this thing jumped into my mind about newcomer wisdom is what the words were, and she didn't disappoint. It was, I mean, man, there was more. So I love symbolism. That's my jam. So you really spoke to worth and value, and even with ruination, even with the things that would normally not be a gift, was still part of the process. And it was just, I wish I was better at the chat. I'm not very, because my eyes can't see the letters very well, so I'm very bad at the chat. But what a glorious day. This has just been, the treasure chest at the end and the capabilities, and lighter and brighter is absolutely perfect title. So everybody had a different angle in each inquiry, but I gotta say, it covered a lot for me lately. So thank you for that.
Beautiful how it works in layers too. Certain elements come for satsang, and resolve's not the right word, but they realize themselves in different ways, and then the next piece of work comes on and things happen there, and then the next, right? So it nicely dovetails and piggybacks and creates a foundation. Yeah, it's always amazing how that happens. Who wants to go next? Both of you are being cooked at the moment, so I'm just going to let you go. If there's any aspect that wants to talk.
I have a great appreciation for everyone, because I had so much parallel processing along the way. So I feel cooked and done, and like I'm going to just rest nicely without judgment, right?
Yes,
like
yes. Yeah, let it all come to rest and kick back. Yay. Good. Corinne, I'll give you the final word.
no pressure. No, this was beautiful. I had no idea what to expect, and yeah, just how, yeah, it spoke to me, and showing up today, just being willing to give it a shot like this. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Like, yeah, just that layering that you speak of. Like, there's so much that I'm walking out of here with today that I didn't anticipate. So I'm very appreciative. So thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. I'm so glad you came, and I agree about the newcomer wisdom. That'll often happen. You also made a nice segue about coming back again. So I figure out the dates now before I start, right? So I can put a slide in here about save the date for the next one. So next one will be on a Saturday in June. So Saturday, June 4th, 10 a.m. to noon Pacific North America time. Yeah, you're now, everybody who's present here, if you're on my Satsang list. And so it's a one-time registration to get onto that list, and you're on it for as long as you care to. You can unsubscribe at any time, but we send out the dates, and you'll be sent just like you somehow found your way to a login, a Zoom login, same thing in the future. You'll continue to receive those. And there's everything's recorded, so it eventually finds its way onto YouTube. You can see the YouTube channel there, Shift It Coach. And parallel processing happens. We're building up. This has been going on for 2 years now, so this is number 45. There's also an opportunity to do a one-to-one recorded session. And you can find that on my page under their free support. And you'll see sprinkled amongst the process pop-ups. This used to be called process pop-ups. So public visual satsangs, you'll see some individual recorded sessions as well. And if you haven't had an opportunity to do those and you'd like to, you can just sign up for it on the site. I'm a little behind on getting those out, but more is to come. And I continue to work visually. These will continue for the foreseeable future with the free satsangs and the free recorded sessions. If you're wanting private work too, I do lots of doing your own inner work online solo with me, or different kinds of private satsangs as well. We don't have one scheduled at the moment, but there'll be another one coming at the fall. I'm just as I wrap up this season, I'm looking an eye for the next season of when my dates are going to be for public courses. And then if you're interested in working visually, I've got a whole bunch of stuff for that as well. Not so much live classes at the moment. There's 8 home study kits, about to be 9. We just did the Shift into Cryptos course, so we'll be creating a home study kit out of that soon. But you can find that on the site. And this service's private coaching page has all the visual coaching options as they exist with me, and the private satsangs. I think that's the last slide. Yes, okay. So I'll see you when I next see you. Maybe it'll be the next one or somewhere down the line. So all the best, and thank you for the processing today. Yeah, great contribution, I believe, not just for ourselves, but for humanity at large. So all the best. Take good care. Bye.